Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Tosa show. I am your host, Goddess Tosa. Yes, guys, we have a lot to discuss. But before we get into all of that, if you are a new subscriber, I want to thank you for subscribing. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. So today we have a lot to talk about. And before we get into the mix, let's go ahead and do our countdown and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are definitely back. Thank you all for coming and checking us out. Before we get into the show, I want to acknowledge everyone that sent me cash apps. I won't throw your names out there only until you guys confirm that it's okay. But I want to thank you all for sending cash apps. I want to thank you all for showing up to our Zoom. And actually, some people got the notice and some people didn't. So what we're gonna do, just because um, some people didn't make it, we're actually going to have another birthday celebration. Y'all say, "Well, God is so why another one?" Well, because everybody wasn't able to come, and so we want to everybody to be able to have fun, enjoy themselves. This go round, it was my family, so those that were there, they got to be my family, my mom, because we both share the same birthday. Let me give a shout out to the chat. Shout out to Kat Nugget. She says, "See you soon, Queen Tulsa." Ebony M says, "Good evening, everyone." Good evening, Ebony. Hello, Jessica. She says, "Hello, everyone. Uh, Good to see you. Everyone, please remember to hit that like button. Gotta Queen Tulsa thanks you for being here tonight. Yes, gotta keep the party going. How is my sound? Is everything good in the audience? Can you guys hear me? Shout out to our producer and director, Ebony M. She's definitely in the building. Shout out to our safe space mod, Jessica. She's definitely going to keep you safe and she's definitely going to keep you warm and exciting. Sonia hasn't arrived yet, but she'll be pulling up in her Jeep in a minute. So just give her a second. Yes, keeping the party going. Absolutely. Awesome. I'm ready to celebrate our friend Tulsa. Yes. Listen here, we're not friends, girl. We're family. Okay. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So I'm glad you all can hear me. Hello, my niece, Queen Tulsa Maz and chat. Hello, Auntie J. How are you? I'm glad you all had come. So listen, guys, we have Macy Gray in the news. And if you all don't know, that she had an interview and she was asked about the transgender community. And so things took a turn. And oh my gosh, she pretty much got herself in a tizzy. She got herself in a tizzy with Pierce Morgan. So give me a second and I'll play this video. Actually, I'll upload here. Give me a second. I'm going to bring it up and I'll let you guys hear it and I'll give commentary as we listen together because I want you guys' opinion and your reaction as well as mine. So give me a second as I pull this clip up. Hello, Justice Splash. How are you, my love? Thank you so much. Justice Splash says, "Hey, Queen Tulsa Maz in chat. Happy birthday, Queen. Thank you so much, my love." Okay, so we are here to discuss Macy Gray. So give me 1 second and I'm going to pull the interview up and we can take a listen together. And I want to get you guys' feedback because I did do my research. You know, I'm a reporter, so I did some research, and you guys are going to be probably not surprised at some of the stuff that I did find. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Let me talk to you about a furore that you were involved in last year, because I found it very interesting
the way the debate played out. You wrote an op-ed for Market Watch a year ago, actually, in which you said that the American flag no longer represents democracy and freedom, and you wanted it changed. Why?
Well, I just think that it's like in a general thing. It's just a new day. It's just time to reboot the Constitution, the flag, all the old standards that our ancestors lived.
Can y'all hear me out there? I try to sing.
By were right for the time they lived in, but we're in a different time. So the flag is so in the States, to me, what the states do best is diversity, is culture. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Without culture in America, you really don't have much going on. You have
Okay, so without culture in America, you really don't have anything going on. So just take note of everything that she's saying because we're not even at the meat and potatoes yet. We're just on the salad. Okay. Appetizer haven't even come out yet. So stay with us.
I don't know, Amazon. Like, what do you have if you don't have color in the States? Right?
I mean, I agree with that. What I would
Yeah.
say to you is, though, that it's such a divisive issue, things like the flag. Do you not think there's danger? I'm interested in how you feel a year on from that debate. You got hammered, obviously, by a lot of people. A lot of Americans were outraged. Others thought you raised an interesting point. In a way, it wasn't that dissimilar to what Colin Kaepernick went through with the protests that he was doing. Some agreed with him, others were furious. Do you have any regrets about what you said about the flag?
No, in fact, I'm excited to bring it up again because I think it's more important now. What I want to do is more important now. It's just messaging. It's just
Okay, so this is just my observation. Keep your eyes on her hand and body motion, her movements as she's as she's engaging into this into this interview. Keep that as a focus.
it's just like if you. So my idea was to make the stars the colors of all of us. So there'd be a star representing you, one representing me, one representing everybody in the room, right? So that way you look up to the flag and you feel welcome, you feel included, you feel like you belong there.
But let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Which is, I think the American flag is a fantastic flag. I love my flag here too. The English flag, the UK flag, I love these flags. To me, they're not about making any kind of diverse point. They're just great flags. And if I was an American, most Americans I've spoken to about this, they say that there are other ways to celebrate diversity. Juneteenth is one, right?
Right.
There are other ways to do this. Why go after such a powerful emblem of the United States of America when it causes the whole debate actually a lot of disunity?
Whenever the flag was conceptualized, they made it based off what was going on during that time.
Okay, so this is just my observation. It looks like Mother had more than coffee, allegedly. Mother looks a little slurred. Mother looks like she is ready to finish up this interview and run back to the casino because she does have a gambling problem, allegedly. Well, no, we can't say allegedly. But it's like this look right here is giving me, I'm on some bullshit. This is the look like I'm about to feed you some bullshit. This is the look right here, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wanted to know. Hey, Sonya. I told y'all Sonya was coming up in here in her Jeep, baby. All right. We got her up in here. Let's get her part.
Which was a war. That's another thing. We celebrate a flag that represents war.
I actually have an American flag on my office wall
You
at
do?
home. Yeah.
Why?
In fact, I think we've got a picture of it. I think here we are. Look, that's my office wall in London. I look at that every day. It's actually quite a unique one. It's got 34 stars.
Yes.
Which means it was actually the flag from the Civil War period when Lincoln was president. And that's the only flag that was in use during Lincoln's presidency. And I bought it at an auction because America's been a large part of my life. And I find it a stirring emblem. And I never look at it and think, well, that's about white people or, white power over black people, or that's attacking diversity, or it could be more diverse. I just think it's such a magnificent emblem. Now, I'm white, so I might think that.
Well, it's not that it's about white people. It's just that everything is different than when Lincoln was president. So, and whoever designed that flag designed it for that day. So I'm just saying.
Okay. So I'm still a little confused because I've already seen it. But you guys know I have to stop it like here and there so I can get my commentary so they don't flag us for copyrights. So with that being said, let's go ahead and continue to look. Now she looks like she's about to start scratching. And really this interview was disturbing to me all the way around the board. From the time that before it even started, I was irritated. But without further ado, let's go ahead and keep it going.
What's wrong with the new flag? What's wrong with representing where we are now? Like we no longer have 34 states, right? So they made one with 50 states. So.
Well, they've changed the flag over the years. That's true. When you got kickback on this, did it surprise you how ferocious some of it was? Did you mind? Did you expect it?
No, I didn't expect it. I thought people would agree with me. I thought people were like, yeah, let's do a new flag. I don't know. It's kind of an art project. It's just like, well, I don't see why not. That's my thing.
Do you feel that more people are aware of racial injustice, of racial equality? Do you feel like they're taking the knee, which went around the world like wildfire, especially after George Floyd was killed? Do you feel that all helps, or are these just token things which don't actually make any tangible difference?
I think it made a lot of people aware. I think when it comes to changing someone's view on race or people, that's more than one event. That's growing.
Okay. So I want you guys to continue to watch. I know it's like 12 minutes, but I definitely have to jump in here every once in a while to get my commentary. Once again, I'm still leaning with this decision. She looks like like she's not well. She looks like she should have passed on this opportunity to, looks like she is tired. She'd been up all night at the casino, allegedly.
Up, that's parenting, that's where you go to school, that's what neighborhood you live in. There's a lot that goes into how you feel about people that aren't like you. You know what I mean?
Do you feel that America is more or less racist than when you grew up?
It's definitely not as bad,
Racism is not as bad, guys. Not back then as it is now. But this is my thing with her. Man, we have black men, black women, black children being unalived by police, and it's a problem. Okay, but we'll keep going. And listen here, I want you guys to sound off in those comments. If you got an opinion, this is definitely the place to let that opinion out. And we're going.
I was born in the 60s, so I don't understand racism, to be honest with you. I get like, I'm sitting here with you and we're different, you know what I mean? And there might be things that I wouldn't want to say in front of you that I might say in front of my friends of color and vice versa. But like to hate someone or want to kill someone or hold somebody down because of what they look like, I don't understand.
I mean, I completely agree. I think most people would completely agree with that.
Yeah.
I do think racism is a minority, fortunately, in almost every country, particularly America and Britain. I don't think it's by any means a popular thing, but it exists. And it's what's the best way to tackle it? What's the best way to get rid of it?
You have to
Okay, so I'm actually excited that he's asking her these questions because it lets you know where her mental is. It lets you know where she stands. And so I want you guys to really pay attention because now we're starting to get into the appetizer. So this is the appetizer right here. All right, keep it going. Order up.
let go of needing to be better than everyone else. You have to let go of your hangups about slavery. You have to let go of your hangups about superiority. You have to, it's very personal how you feel about other people. Like we could have a conversation about how you feel about women. And there would be so many things that went into that.
I mean, we're in an era now, Macy, where you can't. Most public figures are too terrified to even say what they think a woman is.
I know.
I mean, well, if I asked you what a woman is, what would you say?
Let's say a human being with boobs. You have to start there.
Yeah, I mean, the dictionary is quite straightforward. It just
And
says
a
a human,
vagina.
adult, female,
Yeah.
right?
No, a lot of people. Yeah, see, that's a little getting confusing. The whole he, she, they. That's getting a little.
And I'm not
rather.
sure why, really. It's a bit like this whole issue of transgenders in sport. It's like I support all trans rights to fairness and equality.
Me too.
But not where you have people born to obvious physical superior bodies.
Me too.
Transitioning and then thrashing the women at their sport.
I totally agree. And I will say this, and everybody's going to hate me, but as a woman, just because you go change your parts doesn't make you a woman.
Right.
Sorry.
You feel that?
I know that for a fact. Like, if you want me to call you a her, I will. Because that's what you want. But that doesn't make you a woman just because I call you a her and just because you got a surgery.
Because people.
Okay. So now the entree has come out. The entree has come out. And so here we go. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and read our comments. Sonia says, hit the like, share, and subscribe button, please. Thank you. Kat Nunya says, somehow I was unsubscribed to the other channel. What? But Kat is in the house now. Okay. Need another minute to comment on the other channel. Yes. Welcome, Kat Nunya. We love you over here, and you know that. Okay. Jessica says, yeah, I don't know why she would agree to this interview. She thinks she's politically in the know and up on social issues, but isn't. Yeah, she's actually a waste of energy. And the reason why I said that she's a waste of energy is because like you should have recharged, sis. Like, you don't even seem like you were well and prepared to even have a conversation. She's so fidgety. She cannot keep her hands to herself. If you guys look, she is so fidgety. It's like they wrote her a check and she can't wait to get up, run out, and go get whatever it is that's going to get her right. But we're going to continue. Let's do it.
People do feel that there's biological sex and then there's gender identity, that you can identify as whatever you like
in terms
of a gender, right?
Yeah,
that's the freedom we live in.
Absolutely.
But actually, you can't change the mechanics of biological sex. They are what they are.
Well, just women go through just a completely unique experience, and surgery or finding yourself doesn't change that. Being a little girl is a whole epic book, and you can't have that just because you want to be a woman.
I mean, that when people like J.K. Rowling have said this, they get attacked, they get abused.
Yeah.
The cancel culture mob comes from me. She gets called transphobic and so on. You might get the same for saying it.
but it's the truth. I'm not, and I don't think you should be called trans. I try to say goodbye and I choke on my words. Girl, I'm not buying it. I mean, phobic just because you don't agree with, I just, there's a lot of, judgment and throwing, stones at people for just saying what it is. You know what I mean?
You have hung out with some very interesting people in your time.
Yeah.
Prince was one of them. You sat in a dark room. He called me up to his room. The lights were out, which was weird. And you talked for 2 hours in this dark room.
Yeah.
And he gave you a great bit of advice. Do you remember it?
Yes. He said, just remember it's not about you.
What did he mean by that?
That as an artist, it's about what you give, how you make your fans feel.
I read recently.
Great point. And so, ma'am, you have fans that are transgender, that are trans women, and support you when people were calling you a man when you first came out. I think us as women, we don't really step back and say, what is my experience when I go out into the world? How do people perceive me? Are your experiences tragic, traumatic? I want to know. But let's keep going.
That you're looking for love.
I've been getting paid.
Well, that's subjective. That's, that could mean a lot of things.
What did you mean by it?
What did I mean? I don't know. I haven't been in a relationship in a while, and I just kind of picture myself, doing all that right now because it's a lot of work, and I don't see it yet. But I'm thinking when I do, I'm just gonna have an audition.
Really?
Ma'am, leave the earring alone. Leave that earring alone. The earring did not ask you a question. Sis allegedly looked like she just came in from the bar. Like she does. She literally looked like she just came in from the bar. And it was like, yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a cattle call, and I get to choose. Did I say that wrong? I have a man call.
A cattle call?
Yeah, pick the ones,
a lot of bulls turn up. Is that the idea?
Yeah,
male bulls.
And then I'll interview them. And then
and just to give them a bit of help before they join the queue. And it'll be, I'm sure, a very extensive line. But what advice would you give them about the kind of man you're looking for?
Oh gosh, see, that's a long. Okay, let me think. Well, not to be corny, but there's energy. There's connection. There's like you look at someone and it's that thing.
Energy.
Yeah, it's energy. You're comfortable with someone.
Tall, small. Do you care?
For sure, tall. They have to be tall. Yeah. How tall are you?
6'1".
Oh,
plenty of energy.
You're married. But
she'll probably trade me.
She's probably watching. But no, but yeah, definitely tall. Because I'm tall. I'm 5'11".
How many times have you actually been properly in love in your life, do you think?
Well, I've been married twice, so that's 2 plus maybe.
Girl, why is this interview giving me like no shade, Wendy? How you doing? Why is it giving me the Wendy and like she's all over the place with her answers? it's definitely giving me that I don't know, it's giving me Wendy Williams. They ask her a question and she talks about it and then she rambles. And girl, Sonya says, I think she don't know where she at right now. Nick Q. Hey Nick Q, you came in. Welcome to the session. All right, we're gonna keep going.
2 more.
4 times.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
To get to go there, you know.
Well, hard to be also when you're as successful as you are.
Thank you.
And you're famous.
Thank you.
And you're doing all this and you're being Macy Gray. It's hard to then have a human relationship, right? Where you can, I guess, completely trust people.
No, I don't have. I'm not a big, on trust. I don't really worry about that. I just, it's just a comfort thing for me. You know, who I can sit with and then be myself. At least, most of the time.
When you came out with your criticism of the American flag,
Yeah.
you did also, I think, make it clear that you were proud to be an American.
You know what's really bugging me is, girl, she is sweating bullets. And, the gentleman, Mr. Pierce Morgan, he's not sweating at all. What's going on, Macy? What's going on? Are you selling out? Are you crying out? Somebody reach out to Macy Gray and tell her that Goddess Tulsa loves her. And I see all this pain and hurt in her. I don't think she should have done that interview. And come on over here and get some loving so we can talk. How you doing?
Very. I love my country. Probably more than most of the people who criticize me.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that.
No, I love my country. I'm proud of my country. I'm proud of where I'm from, of being a woman, being Black. I love everybody. I can honestly say I love everybody.
And if I could have the power to let you relive one moment in your entire life,
yeah,
outside of having your kids.
At that point right there, I would have said, let's cut this interview and let's start it over.
Getting married, what would you choose?
Boy, let's see. There's days in the week when I lay in my bed in my underwear and I switch channels and I don't have any, and I'm not worried about anything.
And they're the best.
Those are the best. Just lay there and I just go through my channels and I find something. And
I don't have to get up and go to Piers Morgan Uncensored. I can just
it,
lie
Go
here.
to sleep. Those are the best moments.
And do you sing when you're on your own? You just suddenly let rip?
I do. I do start singing. Yeah, sometimes because I'm still, like I said, working on my voice. I'm trying to get to a thing. I try to say goodbye and I choke. I'm working on. So I have a song called Every Night, which you gotta hear. That should actually be the theme for
It's out now. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
for your new TV
From
show.
a new album, The Reset.
Congratulations. And then I have a song called Thinking of You. It goes,
Okay.
I'm drinking and I'm thinking of you.
And were you thinking of me when you sang that?
Totally. Absolutely.
Macy, it's great to see you.
too.
The new album, The Reset, is released on July 8th. The new single, Every Night, is out now.
And
You just
Thinking
finished
of
your UK tour and you're on tour in America now.
Yes.
Well, best of luck with it.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you.
Thanks for having me. She said, thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Hey, y'all. To all you Macy Gray fans out there, I'm still pushing. And I'm thinking and I'm drinking. I'm thinking.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Goddess Tulsa After Dark. This is where you let your hair down. Get you a beverage. Prop your feet up or down. Now it's time to hit the like. Are you subscribed? Don't forget to hit that cash app because it's After Dark with a Goddess.
are right about that. Now listen, y'all. Child, everybody go ahead. Y'all supposed to get y'all drinks and stuff. It's still my birthday celebration. I definitely want to let you guys know, and I'm going to keep reminding you that we will have another birthday celebration tomorrow at 9:00. We'll meet up here, and what we'll do is I want, like, if somebody has a community wall where I can share it on, let me know. So we can have more people at the celebration. And if you're not following me on Instagram, please do at Goddess Tulsa Radio. We have Neat Q that says, came to drop a like and support. Be back later. Hey sis. Hey my love. I love you. Thank you so much for coming. I think she always interviews like that though. Filthy nervous. Filthy nervous and everywhere. You do a spot on Wendy Williams. Yes, I grew up on Wendy. Wendy is definitely someone that I look up to. I love her. I love Oprah. Oprah really won me over with her long drags, and she'd be like, "We're gonna have a great show for you today," and that really got me. So I'm like, yeah, I love that energy, and so that's why I bring it. Okay, like I do. Now listen, I'm gonna drop this link because I want you guys to come up, give me your opinion. What are your thoughts? And really sound off on this topic because it's real heavy. It's really it's causing a lot of noise. It's making a lot of noise. And I feel like everybody needs to say what they mean. Say it like you mean it, as Wendy would say. And you know what? I saw another content creator making a video, child. What I do? Girl, I got my notebook. I said, we're not about to do this. We're not about to do this. We are not doing this today. Yeah. So what I saw was a typical person really sounding off. And this is her typical behavior. So I expected nothing but destruction. And the woman is such a disservice to the community. It's like always a conquer and divide. And it's like, why can't we occupy these spaces together and really get along as women? I don't think it really matters where you come from, what your story was at birth. If a person has made I'm not going to say has taken the steps, because let me inform you guys. The true process, the honest process in transitioning is you have to go to I believe it's a psychotherapist, a psychiatrist. I believe that a psychiatrist. And so you go to a psychiatrist and you get evaluated and you talk to that person, and it's a process. And so once that process is complete, then you move on to a doctor, a hormone doctor. And so from that hormone doctor, you'll go there, you'll do tests, they'll do labs, they'll check your levels, your hormone levels and things like that. So once they do that, then they'll prescribe you your hormones. And so when I was growing up, I wasn't afforded the luxury of a family that said, okay, well, this is how you identify and this is who you are. And I want, if these are the steps that you want to take, I'm here for you. I didn't have that support. So everybody's story is different. Let's get that out there first. And let's just say this. Let's give recognition to trans women of color, trans women in general, who's lost their lives to violence, to being unalived, to being beat, to being kicked out and then just being harmed. You know, like even having to suffer the rants of people that did not understand that they were just human beings trying to live in this thing that we call life, trying to occupy the spaces that are uncomfortable for other people. This is something. When somebody is uncomfortable with something, let's go to church here. Why are you so uncomfortable? What's got your panties up your ass about this situation? Is there something that you need to vent about? Is there something that you need to talk about without being judged? Because the people that are sounding off and spilling this hatred is disgusting. When you could simply educate yourself, my sister. If you don't know something, say, hey, I don't have a lot of knowledge on that. I don't have a lot of knowledge on it, but here's my opinion. And guess what? We just had our head mod Sonya driving up in here in her Jeep, my lord, got her sirens blazing. She has entered the building. Hello, Sonya. Welcome to the show. Your favorite host.
Huh?
I was giving you your introduction. I told the people their favorite co-host is back. Their favorite co-host is back. And I know they can't wait to hear what you got to say.
Because they know I'm gonna jump off a mountain around her.
There we go. Listen, before we go there, let's
yeah.
recognize our 4 comments, and then we're gonna get into your sounding out. Jessica says she must have been raised in a hippie community because I'm pretty sure there was racists in the 60s and 70s. But let me not lie, I wasn't there. I don't know. And then Ebony says, I love your blouse, Tulsa. It's very pretty. You know what? It's not a blouse. You know what? I actually had to do it again, girl. Oops, I did it again. It's a dress. It's a dress. It's my Marilyn Monroe, honey. I'm getting my Marilyn Monroe on, honey. Dorothy Dandridge. Getting that Dorothy Dandridge on. Cat Nugget says, for feeling so isolated at times, they unalive themselves. Absolutely. Yeah. For feeling alone and how people will react. Okay, Sonya, I'm passing the mic.
No, I mean, I get what she was saying because it's like I know it's like a lot of men will put on a wig or get some breasts or whatever because they lost in men's sports. They in turn want to go play in women's sports to where I get you are who you are, but you still have that male DNA in you. And it's like one lady, I don't know what he identifies as, but he was breaking them girls wrestling team. He was breaking up their arms, their nose, their legs, and everything else. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I get, he identifies as a woman, but come on, you was too rough on them girls. Them still females regardless, and you a tad bit stronger than them. And to break their arms and leg and nose because you couldn't win on the men's team, you came to the women's team.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Like,
just me.
Just to knock all that off, Sonya, I just feel like they just need to create a transgender league. Let the transgenders battle against each other.
Yes, because I don't know. I don't too much hear about the.
It's only fair, in my opinion.
They should. I was gonna say something. They need their league, but I don't never hear about the women transitioning to men. I always hear about the men transitioning to women, but not the women like the other way around. Like, what's going on with that?
Oh yeah,
right
that
now
does.
Men.
You know what? It is because the trans man, in my opinion, is not imitating, quote unquote, the female. So I feel like sometimes some females feel like transgender male to female are trying to take their spot, trying to take their identity, trying to take their lane. And from my point of view, I'm not here to take your lane. I'm here to embrace it. I'm here to stand with. I'm here to fight this battle together. I'm not trying to start a battle. Um, and I think from a lot of women, I think they have some bad experiences with trans women, and this is why they feel that way. Because you have some guys that leave women for men, for women, for another woman or a trans woman. So it could be a list of a host of a lot of things. But I feel like what we really need to focus on is getting, like you gave me the opportunity, Sonia. I think if more people would utilize your technique and see about somebody for themselves, you know, um, and go from there.
It's not you. I can't say you in it, but it's percentage of trans women that does come for, like, I guess I say biological women. Like,
Uh,
well, your man didn't want you, your man want me. I'm better than you, this, that, and the other. Or I'm gonna call you sis because that's a biological woman. No, if you want me to pronounce you as your pronoun, please pronounce me by my name. Don't call me sis. I'm a sis. Well, the sign. I don't care what the sign say. That's not my name. It's not my birth certificate. Please pronounce me by my name. That's on my birth certificate, not what you assume want me to be. Don't do that, because if I get disrespectful, then all of a sudden I'm gonna be a transphobic. Because like I said, I can get disrespectful, very disrespectful. So don't disrespect me. If I ask you nice to please call me by my name, I would appreciate that. But you in turn, I call you what I want to call you. You're a biological woman. The signs. Okay, I didn't ask you about that. I asked you, can you call me by my name, please? Then you want to take it to another step. But when I take it above that step, then all of a sudden now you get offended. Now you feel disrespected. But you just disrespected me when I told you to call me by my name. And you chose to say what you want to say. And I'm going to choose to say what I want to say now. It's a problem. Now you and your feelings. Now all of a sudden you don't like me. No, I don't like your attitude. There's a difference. It's plenty of women, biological women, I don't like. I don't like their attitude. Ain't got
exactly.
nothing to do with male or female. I don't like your attitude. There's a difference. I don't
Right.
care which who you identify as. If I like you, like I said, I like you. I can't, came and listen to you on my own versus what somebody else say. I'm that
Mm,
type of person. I want to know you for yourself versus what somebody else saying about you. Because people do lie.
yeah.
So I want to get to know that person. Like I said, when I was growing up at 17, 18, 19, I hung around a lot of gay people. Or they call drag queens, they dress like women sometimes.
Hmm.
But I never met a trans person when I was younger. I didn't know about that until I got older. I don't know,
Yeah.
because the ones I knew to dress like women and go to
And
parties and then come back dress like a man.
I
So,
think this is that. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because that was going to be one of my points. That's another thing. Women, they go to drag clubs and the drag shows, and I don't know from that experience, being that a drag queen is a male that jumps, gets in women's clothes, put on makeup, and it's just for fun, and they
mm-hmm,
think it's all glamour. And
mm-hmm,
once the show is over in their regular life, they're back a man. So I
yeah,
think it gave women a misperception of what trans women are, because I think when they visited those spots, they say, oh, well, they dress like a woman. Oh, this is how they act, and things like that. And then another thing is, I feel like some gay men are a disservice to trans women. They drive that wedge in between
mm-hmm,
us with women. They want to say, oh, it's a competition because women are naturally, society already pits women against each other. So when you have a community of gays, of gay guys, or whatever, of gay women lesbians, anybody in the trans community that is perpetuating this rhetoric, they're a disservice as well. So my thing is not focusing the blame on one person. Look at it as a whole. How are we all not serving? What are we all doing to be a disservice to get ahead? Looking for a solution rather than being a part of the problem. But that's what I love about you. You look for a solution. You didn't want to be a problem. And that meant a lot to me because in the Black community, sometimes it is a negative. Sometimes they don't give you a chance to have a conversation. Like Michelle ATL Brown on her channel on YouTube. That woman has a hate for trans women. That woman has a hate for me. And, I'm just like, some of her topics, they are interesting. And I would like to comment. She blocked me from the StreamYard. I'm not going to stand for what's popular. I'm going to stand for what's right. And sometimes that ticks a lot of people off. Cat Nugget says, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, sister.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
Now I know it's like a lot of gay men don't like trans women either. And I'm like, why? Like, aren't y'all like in the same community? What's the difference between you and her? I never understood that. Like,
Right.
what y'all got trans women, but you gay? Y'all both like men. I'm confused.
I'm gonna give you a reason. But before I do, let's go ahead and go on a quick commercial break, guys. We'll be right back. Hey, it's that time. If you are enjoying the content, send your girl a small offering in that Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. All is appreciated. We are an independent content creator. So listen, go ahead, dig in those wallets, dig in those purses, dig in those pocketbooks, and get it. Okay. Get up in those pocketbooks and get it, baby. Y'all see the cash cap scrolling at the bottom. We do got some comments, so let's go ahead and acknowledge them. Jessica says, Ebony says, oh yes, pretty dress, I love it. She says, Cat Nugget says, so cute. Look, you look fabulous. Cat Nugget says, I love that you patiently and lovingly are educating others. It's my job, it's my duty, and I love it. Cat Nugget says, Sonia, would you be offended if one of us called you sis? Oh, so what she's saying is cisgender, that's the CIS. That's like, okay, this is your gender at birth. So cisgender female. Sonia's saying that she don't want to be called cis anything. She would just prefer to you to say, hey Sonia, or refer to her as Sonia, because the cis part is just she's a woman. And I identify as well. You don't have to do, I say trans because I don't want people to feel like, oh, she's trying to trick and all this and that. But you can address me as just a woman. And you don't even have to put the trans in there because I'm a woman. But, you have to, in this day and age and the content and when you're online, you don't want to mislead anybody. So that's why. And I know a lot of people say, well, why would you feel that way? Well, because I'm open and I'm honest and I'm showing people, be who you are. It's okay to be who you are. You can still shine. Sonia says, when I hear sis, I think of sister, not me being a woman. Point taken. I think of it as a term of affection. It's important to learn from each other. ATLN has a problem with you. Oh, word. I'm so highly disappointed by that. Yeah. She said that she just got mad because one day she brought me on and she, T.S. Madison was on and she wanted to say some, unpolite things. And me being in the transgender community, I just told her, don't pray on nobody's downfall and watch her on the television screen. You can catch her. I asked her, have she Thursday? And she said, no, what's Thursday? I said, well, T.S. Madison's new show come on Thursday. And she never liked me after that. But it was like, don't bring nobody down to make yourself look good, sis. It's not worth it. and it does not make you look good. It's so unattractive, you know. So, but yeah, go.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Jessica said this is a great conversation. I love nights like this. Yes. Sonia, go ahead and sound off. Just
I said that somebody called me sis, like SIS. I think of sister. What's up,
mm,
sis? Like, hey, but CIS, woman, which I, like I said, understand, science, books, whatever, biological woman they call them. Don't call
mm,
me that. Call me by my name. I don't care if it's a term endearment. You just, no, don't do that. If you want me to address you how you want me to address you, please address me how I ask. Now you call me
absolutely.
SIS, like, what's up, sis? Like, what's up, sister? I have no problem with that from anybody if I like you. Now, if I don't like you, don't do that.
Absolutely. And you know
Because
what?
they conversation turn differently.
And you know what? Speaking of don't do that, we got to get into some things. Okay, so this was June 5th of 2018, but Tori Spelling, Macy Gray amongst big tax cheats in California. Spendthrift celebrities, including Tori Spelling and Macy Gray, were among California's biggest tax cheats. Excuse me, according to a list published. Tori Spelling, a reality star, and her husband Dean McDermott owed the state $282,685.92 in unpaid taxes, earning them an undesired spot on the state's top 500 delinquent taxpayers. Okay, so Macy Gray, who has admitted to having a gambling habit, owes more than $240,000 in taxes. She discussed her financial woes in a 2014 interview with The Telegraph. I'm a spender. Unfortunately, as soon as I get money, I can't wait to spend it. She said, I wish I was a saver. So it draws me here. Listen here, my love. My thing is this another scam, Macy Gray? Because girl, you haven't paid taxes. You is this another scheme? Allegedly. And I want to know because the way you were fidgety in that interview, the way you kept playing with that earring, the way you were twisting and wiggling in that chair, it makes me wonder what is going on? How can we serve you? Cat Nugget says, I have friends that greet each other like, hey, sister friend, not referring to all to gender. So now will be some aware and cautions. I'm learning here. Yay. Absolutely. I thought I was subscribed already. Hello, AT2. Were you not? Oh, it's like they trying to put a frog in my throat. Hold on. Jessica says, hey, AT2. Cat Nugget says, hey, AT2, hun. Hey, y'all. Sonya says, I have no problem with no one who I'm cool with. Call me sis. If I don't know you, no, don't do it. LOL. So listen, how do you guys feel about Macy Gray in her comments towards trans women? And she said that we're not women. And, she can call us that, but it's not who we are. I really felt like she could have just kept it right there as the first line. Um, they are women, and just left it there. If you had a different opinion, I mean, it just didn't seem like she was in the right mind frame to. But however, I'm not gonna say but. However, I accept that raw truth. She said what she said. She felt how she felt. She said
Well,
what she said. She's. Oh, go ahead, Sonya.
I was about to say that that's her opinion. not nobody else. That's how she feel or how she felt. That's her. I don't knock nobody for
When you
their
have a
opinion
big
because everybody
following,
have one.
but listen, Sonya, when you have a big following and a platform, that matters because now you have your people, and like they said, she was okay. So this is my thing, and this is where it takes me to because you got an album that's coming up, and you need to sell it. You're gonna throw somebody under the bus, okay? But let's make it make sense. Let's get
anything he want with you. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
I crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meat.
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. You best learn or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.
You know what? So we got sellouts. We got people that has gambling problems that can't stay off the damn gambling machine. And shout out to the Gambling Anonymous. We do have, like, if you have a gambling problem and you just can't stay out that casino or getting off those lottery tickets. Here. Get off those lottery tickets or stop playing that lottery. Listen, we got a hotline for you. Gambling hotline. Yeah, we're going to get you the hotline because it's not okay. And guess what? It's help out there for you. And so we don't want you out here running for a deal because you're in a financial crunch. So National Helpline for Problem 1-800-522-4700. Let's do substance abuse since we're on it because we want to tackle everything. For substance abuse, help is available. You can call 1-800-662-4357. Let's get over here to the we got the S hotline, the suicide hotline, 1-800-273 or 800-273-8255. We definitely have to check on our people. The strong people that's out there, the strong people that are your friends that you think are living their best life. This woman said that when she gets money in her hand, it's like it burns. Like before the money comes to her hand, it's already spent. So we definitely have to, look out for Macy Gray. Because sis said, I'm a spender. Unfortunately, as soon as I get money, I can't wait to spend it. I wish I was a saver. I wish you would save your opinion. Yeah, y'all see me in the bank? Absolutely. I have to check her. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm missing some comments. Sonya may self-identified as Sonya Mabia. Her pronouns are she, her, and Sonya. Okay. You see Queen Tulsa? It happened to AT2 as well. I was subscribed and then not. Wow. You are too cute. Yes. She is. Yes. AT2 says, I think what she meant was like the things women and trans women go through are different. The interview was longer than the clip they showed. The delivery was wrong due to the genitalia comment. But this is my thing. Listen, of course, trans women know they can't physically give birth, but they can contribute to a birth. So to discount and discredit that altogether, and just because you're trans does not mean that you can't be a parent. So that's why I say when she said what she said, she should have sat down with somebody and had a conversation and educated herself on the things that she was talking about, because it looked as though she was loopy. It looked like she was allegedly under the influence of something, some sort of something that had her not really there. I mean, she was fidgeting. I played the whole interview on here, and it was like 12 minutes long. And I let everybody know, check out her hand movements, check out. I mean, she damn near ripped that earring out her ear. Sonya, what are your thoughts? I'm going to drop the mic and let you have it for now.
Oh,
Come
I
on,
don't think
co-host.
she meant it like that. She just said I heard her say just because you have surgery, like get a breast or vagina, don't make you a woman. And it's a whole lot of women, real women, just because they have a vagina don't mean they can have kids either. So I don't think she was talking 'cause real women can't have kids. Hell, I couldn't have kids, so that don't make me less of a woman because I can't have. Well, couldn't have them. I don't care now. Um, I'm fine with that, but like I said, that's her opinion. I don't. It's some people that think like that, but not all think like that, and everybody entitled to their own opinions. I'm not gonna judge her because she had a gambling problem. Everybody, some people are addicted to certain things, and I'm not gonna judge her for that. Is she still doing it? I don't know. It's like they paid her to come out there and say things because he's sitting there laughing at them, and she's sitting up there like she wasn't her. Like, is she on medication? She's in a psychiatrist. Like, what's going on with her? The way she was acting and stuttering and stuff like that. Like, she had to go on there, I guess, I would say to embarrass herself so she can sell that record. Like, who she make a deal with? They tell her, you better get
Hey,
out there. You want to sell
what,
records, you better get
what
out
she
there and
just
do that and
say?
embarrass yourself.
Who she make a who?
Huh?
What'd you say? Who she make a deal with?
Yeah, because you know they got that Illuminati mess. That if you want to sell a record or something, you got to do something to embarrass yourself or get caught up or catch a case. Oh, allegedly, you got to do all that stuff because the next thing she said was, "I got this album coming out." Oh, okay, that's what it was. Hmm. Allegedly, got you got to say allegedly.
You know what, Sonya?
What
And
is that?
that's why I that's why I fuck with you. Cause you're gonna give it to us raw and real, no bars held.
Come on now,
And I
cuz you heard her after all that mess, she sat there and said, start singing, oh, I got an album coming out. When she said that, I said, oh, that's why she said what she said, because she going to get people pissed off. She's going to come back with that, that's fake Apollo lie, like they always got it scripted. So when her album come out, it will sell. What is that noise? You got a demon over there or something?
listen here. We are dropping, you are dropping some nuggets. You dropping some nuggets. And I had to drop the cruise bomb for you. Let you know
Hmm.
that it was on point.
Have you ever know anybody coming out with a record? They got something going on in their life right before their record drop.
Not
It's always something.
got us now. All
Mm,
right.
mm. That's all you gotta do. Pay attention. Whoever got an album coming out and see what kind of scandal they're gonna have to their name for that album drop. And then it's gonna be selling. Like who the hell listening to that music to make it sell like that? Exactly.
And guess what? She then one of the songs was and don't. It was thinking and drinking, and then he was like, "Sing it to me," and she was like,
Mm-hmm.
like,
It's gonna
"Mama,
stay
you."
over here in Europe. I don't know about America, but probably overseas. They're gonna be like, well, she the biggest star overseas. No, they always say that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're gonna always come to America. Like I say, anybody, allegedly, my opinion. But every time a record drop, it's always a scandal to that person's name before it drops.
Well, that's why I wasn't
Um,
like. That's why I was like, okay, I know she's on BS, and that's why I'm like, okay, if she really wanted to talk about that, she would have educated herself on it, and she would not have made her ass look like a fool. Who makes herself look like a fool on a pre press tour?
your record company, you want to sell that record? Like when South Santana came out talking, they talking about Beyonce, baby, her. Next thing you know, Beyonce dropped an album. Come on, allegedly, or really? That's what we
Well,
doing?
listen, let's talk about this. Let's talk about she feels that trans women are taking away her experience. And she speaks on, like, as a little girl, you have these experiences and at life growth. We'll say life growth. And when she says that, to me, I believe Jessica said this, is like she's still stuck back in time. And then I'm still thrown off because she says she don't know what slavery is. I mean, she
When
don't
you
know
got
what
to drop an album, let me explain something to you. When you sign them contracts, them 360 deals, the one that had them contracts go way back to the beginning time when music started. But when you sign them contracts and say like you ain't heard from her in years, I didn't know she
Mhm.
was married twice. I ain't heard nothing about that lady in a long time. When they get ready to drop an album, they will tell you if you want your album to sell, you got to embarrass yourself or do something tragic for that album to come out. When she sat there and said all that, and then she said, I got friends, 'cause I always thought she was bisexual or gay, to be honest.
Yeah. And from my
But
understanding, I thought she supported the community.
she do. That's why I said she got an album dropping, and she had to go out there and do that. It's like she was reading something. Oh, her eyes kept shifting up like she was looking around and stuff like that. Cause her handlers probably was there. They probably was there with her in an interview, looking at her like, "You better say what we told you to say." That's probably why she was nervous. Like they watching me. If I don't do what I'm saying, she gonna come up, mess around, come up unalive. Cause if they feel like they don't need you, you work more unalive than alive. Cause they all got insurance policy on all of them. Or they will they will unalive you real quick and say, "Oh, she has been OD or she got hit by a car." They'll make up something
Yeah.
and still capitalize
Well,
off her music.
look, I feel like everybody be so in a rush to make it to the top, and I feel like a lot of people don't read contracts. And that's just in general. You can look at just Judy and you can see that people don't read contracts. And I feel like when you don't give yourself a chance and you put your life in other people's hands, then that's when you really drop the ball at life. And I'm not shading anybody. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is everybody seek a therapist, counseling. I mean, because everything that glitters isn't gold. And what we saw on this television screen was not what we was presented to. This is unlike her. So I say this again. If somebody's close to her, check on your strong friends. Check on your strong friends. What I
Mm-hmm.
saw was she was in distress. Her eyes were red. I mean, she was inebriated off of something, allegedly. That's my personal opinion. I'm not kicking her down. I want to lift her up, but I also want to call the shit out. This is some bullshit. And sis, we need you to step it up.
And again, she had to do that. That's what other people. That's not people understanding. Like when them cut, like them, they catch you. Like, take for instance, she made all that money. The record company made that money, but say that she down to she eating a pack of noodles, she hungry, she just like $10 away from being homeless, and they told her, well, I want you to go over here and say this. You go over here and say this when your album drop. You're gonna send it over here and make all this money. And if people not thinking like, okay, if I don't say this, I'm gonna be outside. But if I say this, I will have money. And a lot of people go choose to go have that money versus them sleeping outside. A lot of rappers, singers, artists, movie stars, all that. They sign them contracts when you like hungry, like after like you really hungry, and you sign your name on a dollar line on anything to get money. They want them people. They don't want the people be like, I'd rather be outside than take that money. They don't want them. They want the ones that say, oh, well, you gonna buy my mama a house and a car, and yeah, it's a lot of them they claim, but a lot of them die broke. They ain't got no money.
Right.
All that
So
money they made, all of album sales. What ain't money? The record company own that.
So check this out, Sonya. So Macy Gray has responded since the viral moment. She's Macy Grace has said that her comments in an interview with Piers Morgan have been misunderstood after she was accused of sharing transphobic sentiments. In her recent conversation with the controversial British television personality, Gray was seemingly baited into defining what it means to be a woman. In her response, she suggested a woman can be defined as a human being with boobs and a VJ. She also agreed with Morgan that transgender women should not compete in sports, which is one of many things Morgan has been obnoxiously hung up on for quite some time. I will say this, and everyone's going to hate me, but as a woman, just because you go and change your parts don't make you no woman. Sorry. I will say this, and everyone's going to hate me. But as a woman, just because you go and change your parts doesn't make you a woman. Sorry. I know that for a fact. The 54-year-old singer said, if you want to call me, if you want me to call you a her, I will, because that's what you want. But that doesn't make you a woman, just because I call you a her. She appeared to focus on defining gender around genitalia, adding, being a little girl is a whole epic book. And you can't have that just because you want to be a woman. The I Try artist was met with backlash for suggesting a person's genitals are the defining characteristics of their gender identity. During the same interview, Gray also defended Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling, who was repeatedly stated her belief that the mere existence of trans women is a threat to cisgender women. But it's the truth, Gray added of Rowling, and I don't think you should be called transphobic just because you don't agree. There's a lot of judgment and throwing stones at people for just saying what it is. Gray responded to the backlash in a statement and comments shared on social media. I have nothing but love for the LGBTQ plus and transgender community and have been a supporter since day one. Gray stated to Billboard, my statement on Piers Morgan was grossly misunderstood. I don't hate anyone. I respect everyone's right to feel comfortable in their bodies and live with their own truth. Separate remarks shared on Twitter's took a different track. All of you coming on my page threatening me and calling me names. Just because I said something you don't agree with, be whatever you want to be and fuck off. She wrote. All right. So there you have it. That's how she felt. And it is what it is. We're supposed to just take it. But what I want to say is hit that damn cash out before I go ziggity boom on y'all motherfuckers up in this chat.
Where your
Okay.
ice cup at? You ain't taking your cup, man.
Hold on. I ain't even got my damn ice cup. Hold on. Give me my
Your
damn.
ice cup at? You need a cigarette. You need something
Y'all
to eat.
need,
You hungry?
yeah, I'm hungry. Can y'all please feed me? My supporters, y'all supposed to feed me.
Hey, it's that time. If you are enjoying the content, send your girl a small offering in that Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. All is appreciated. We are an independent content creator. So listen, go ahead, dig in those wallets, dig in those purses, dig in those pocketbooks, and get it.
Sonya, run it right quick. I'll be right back. I gotta get my ice. I gotta get my ice.
Yeah, go try. Go to the props. Go to the props. What happened, people? I'm gonna probably go live probably Saturday. Cause I was talking to Aunt Jay and Neek about a couple of things that they say to do it on Zoom or Instagram and not YouTube. No, YouTube shutting folks down for saying the small things now. But I noticed that I would have membership to a couple of people's pages. All of a sudden, they never built me when they supposed to. All of a sudden, they shut down my card on this YouTube app and said I had to put another card on there. I couldn't use that card anymore because that account is closed. And I'm like, what we doing? Wow, that's the game we playing. I like, oh well, I guess I won't be subscribed no more because I'm not putting down another card on anything. So y'all can get my money. I be trying to allegedly be trying to find your headquarters. Allegedly.
POP, hold it down.
Now, I was saying that me, Neek, and Aunt Jay was like when you yesterday for your birthday, we was talking, and they
Yeah,
could go live on Instagram and not YouTube. 'Cause, you know, certain things you can and cannot say on here, or excuse me, they'll
oh
shut your page down. Because I was talking about CERN, like what came through that portal? Because they opened that portal up.
oh yes.
They got open. And I said, I'm about to go deep dive into that. And then we were talking about Tupac and all this here. And like I said, I grew up. Me and Pac been around about the same age. He's probably been like a year older than me, but or we the same. We would have been the same age. But I grew up around it, and we
Yeah.
was talking about what happened to him. I said he talked too much, and he came out saying some things he wasn't supposed to say, and that's what he came out. That song. I said he had all eyes on me or some song he had came out with. People when he came around, people don't want to talk in front of him anymore. They say he talked, he snitching. That's when he came out with that Illuminati man, because he was part of that. When he first came out, he was a part of it,
Yes.
allegedly. But he was a part of it
Allegedly.
allegedly. But yeah, I
Allegedly.
said they said that picture that he took, that last picture with him and Suge in the
Sure.
car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why that's the last picture they took down the boulevard. If you notice, there's no key in that ignition at all. So how was they driving on the boulevard with no key in the car? There's no
Mm.
light in that windshield. Like you on a boulevard down in Las Vegas, they got lights everywhere. There's no light shining nowhere in that car at all. So how was that last picture y'all took him driving down the I'm sorry, driving down the street, allegedly? There's no
Mm.
way possible. That picture was his last one. I took that picture before then. Come
Well,
on.
listen, let me say this, Sonya. I want to thank you for being an ally. I want to thank you for showing me love. I want to thank you for us respecting each other's boundaries. And I think that us showing the world that if y'all just take the time and gets to know people, you can you can create magic, you know. Because the reason why I say that, science, is because you know I like to, I'm in transition. I'm in transition of being, the talk show host. I don't know if it's gonna be radio and podcast because we're already doing it right now, but we're gonna blow up. But I'm just so glad the world can see us now. So when we all flourish together, they're gonna see. Don't be judgmental. Give people a chance. So I
Oh
want
yeah.
to thank you for being an ally and being real and being 100 and just loving a sister unconditional. And let me say this: I want to thank you for my birthday money. Uh, everybody that sent me birthday money, I want to thank you. And if you didn't get a chance, you still have that opportunity. You can send me a gift to PO Box 195 1717 North Peoria Avenue, which is on the screen right now. And then you can also hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Zelle, whatever you want to do. You can send it. You don't have to send it today. You can send it on Friday. You can send it on Saturday. As long as you send a girl something. But no, I want to thank you for your Cash App. I want to thank you for the sisterhood that you, Jessica, Ebony, and I have, and Crystal have. We got to get Crystal's ass to one of these situations, but she's so busy. But yeah,
What are you drinking? What the hell was that?
the
What's
stuff.
blue? That's pink color. What's in that cup?
Yeah, it's the blue raspberry.
Okay, blue raspberry and what?
Oh, Sprite.
Blue raspberry and Sprite. Oh hell no.
Mhm.
I
And
just
ice
had
cube.
some vodka or tequila in there or some gin in there.
I'm probably gonna be feeling like it in a minute.
Then maybe that's my alcoholic self on alcohol, but it's too hot for that right now. And I still got wine coolers in the icebox. I think I drank three of them. That was it. And yeah, no.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Oh, they in here watching, recording, they're hustling in the clouds, in the bushes. I thank y'all for the likes. I mean, for the view. You don't get no like. Thank y'all for the views, cause every
Yeah,
view counts.
I want to hear like a difference of opinion because I mean, I don't know. I just didn't really understand it. But you made it very clear, like it's an assignment, and she understood the assignment for the occasion.
Yep. Well, she must around. They're gonna find her unalive somewhere. Better go out there and do it on people's face.
You said what?
I said she better understood the assignment and did what she did because she did. They gonna find her unalive. Talking about she done OD on something. But
Mhm.
Saturday, I'm gonna go live and talk about that Whitney Houston situation.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait to sound off about it. I'm gonna be there.
Baby, 'cause they tried to unalive her once before, and she knew what they trying to do to her.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
they tried to
deep.
propose.
Have to pick it off layer by layer.
Oh yeah, go get interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sonya. Um. Okay. So I got us a recipe, and I'll share with you. I'll share with y'all in a group chat. But I want all of us. But if you can't, then it's not no pressure. But I wanted us all to cook a meal and cook it together, and see how it turns out.
But what?
It's a secret.
Cause it's something I don't eat. I already know what the hell it is.
Okay. Do you
Is
like
it
vegetables?
Mexican, Italian, food?
Do you like vegetables?
No,
You don't like? Do you like bell pepper?
I like broccoli and cheese, and rice and stuff like that. But as far as like bell peppers and all that, onions and no,
No?
no.
Okay. Well, I was gonna do a spaghetti stuffed bell pepper, but we can still do spaghetti together.
Oh, okay, okay. I can do the
Yeah,
spaghetti. You put that like ground meat in there and cheese. My sister do that, and then put it in the oven and cook it.
yeah,
It's make some bell pepper.
yeah. But it's gonna be spaghetti though. That's in the bell
I can
pepper.
make the spaghetti, regular spaghetti. I can make the one with the bell peppers.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be fun. Cause I want to see what all y'all put in yours. You put sugar? No. Do you put a little sugar in
Yup,
yours? You
yup.
do. I love some sugar
Ground
in my.
meat, spaghetti, the sauce, ground meat, and a little sugar and cornbread.
Mm. Oh, you know what? I still haven't. I still haven't made Cat's Mexican damn cornbread. Damn it. Oh, I think that'll be good with it. Oh, that'll be
Go right
good.
on.
Mm-hmm. Go right on with it. That corn and that bread.
Nah, that add too much. Well,
Mm.
cornbread casserole. Now they do have cream of corn in it. I will eat that. I'll turn the cornbread casserole up with some ground meat, some pork sausage, turkey sausage, any type of sausage you want to put in there. Put some cornbread mix. Put the meat in there, your corn on there, and sprinkle your cheese on top, and then pour the rest of the cornbread mix on top and let it bake.
Oh.
Ooh, and it sent down to the bottom. Lord, look, boy, give me some hot sauce. It's going down.
In the town.
Sorry, sorry. Look at her.
Yes. So I actually. Oh, and then it's another one that I want to make with you too. I want to make like. Okay, so I got these Hawaiian rolls, and I'm gonna make cheeseburger, like mini cheeseburgers,
Sliders.
sliders. Yeah, mini cheeseburger sliders.
Okay, I like
But
them too.
I'm gonna make it like kind of like the meat will be like rotel. Well, no, I would just like cut down the meat, and then I would just put cheese on the bread, and then put the meat on, and then put cheese on top, and then put the butter on top.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. Make that one day.
And then some fries. I got potatoes, so I'm just gonna cut up some fries and just fry them.
I like curly fries or tater tot.
Yeah, I could rock with both. So I said I got this 3 pound uh, ground beef, and so I'm gonna just split it up because it's only me and Honey here right now. So I said I can
Okay.
fun with it, and then with one of them make like a little small meatloaf because it's gonna just be us. We gonna eat that whole thing up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got some pork chops.
Too hot for pork right now. It's 1,000 degrees out here in Texas. Hell no. Eat that pork and fuck around and go out there and fall out.
Damn.
Cause I already cut one of my blood pressure pills in half. So I'm taking like 1.5 blood pressure pills. I'm trying to knock it down to one pill
Yeah.
a day. I'm getting close. I'm getting close to a one pill a day.
Yeah. You getting better, and it's worth it.
Oh yeah. I be
Taking
trying to talk to people about that high blood pressure, what you can do to take all them pills off of you. But hey, if they want to keep popping 5, 6 pills, baby, go right ahead. Cause I was on 4, now I'm down to 1.5.
Okay, look at you. Look at God. Period.
Yeah, I gotta get my diabetes. I think it was like a 9.5. It went up a point, and I already told them because I'm not taking that insulin because it's starting to hurt where I stick myself at. So I want one of them Omni pads where you just stick on you when your sugar go up, it automatically inject you with insulin. I want that versus me sticking myself every day.
Okay. Oh, Sonya. Hold on, girl. I haven't even been on your wall. I mean, on your I ain't even see these. You cooked them greens, yes. Meatloaf, collard greens, and cornbread. Oh, that look good, Sonya.
Yeah, I could have told Father's Day or something about shit. One of them days
Yeah,
I
it was
cooked that.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yes, cooking good
I
food.
still ain't
Yeah,
got my community wall. I'm waiting on my community wall.
yeah, it's gonna come. Just keep rolling with it. Just keep rolling with it. And
I,
that's why we're going to be at your house on Saturday. So if you are the replay game, make sure you come over to Sonya Mabia's channel. Follow her on all platforms. SonyMabea on all platforms. Go ahead, Sonya. I'm sorry. I
I
had to
seen
brag.
that Milo. I seen that Milo got over 1,000 some views. I'm like,
Yeah.
the hell? What y'all like Milo? And let me see it. I'm like, the hell? I'm like,
Boom.
okay. Yes, said 1K views. I'm like, Lord, they don't like the
Uh-huh.
green,
I
but they
really
love
want to
that
get
Milo.
some greens.
How y'all doing? All right, this is a finished product. My cornbread, my greens, and my smoked meat, and my meatloaf. I'm done for today. How y'all doing? All right, this is a finished product. My cornbread, my greens, and my smoked meat, and my meatloaf. I'm done for today.
Ain't that it?
Hey, what's going on? Yep. Just
Hey, what's
popping on
going
here. I
on?
might go last night, not sure, but what y'all thinking about this zombie apocalypse that they keep talking about? I keep hearing, hey, what's going on? Just popping on here. I might go last night, not sure. Okay. My cornbread, pop that in the oven, and my greens, letting them cook a little bit, and okay, my cornbread. All right, y'all don't. Okay, and this right here is my smoke. Okay, and this right here is my smoked meat. I cooked yesterday, but better cook a little bit more today before I add my greens to it. Okay, and this right here is my smoked meat. All right, y'all don't. This is my meatloaf. I added seasoning, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, lemon pepper seasoning, and ABODO seasoning to it. And this, all right, y'all don't. This is my meatloaf. I added seasoning, salt, garlic powder, onion.
Yes, Sonya. That was, oh my gosh. Yes, ma'am. I can't wait till we no, like I can't wait till we cook because it's gonna be fun. We in the
Okay.
kitchen talking back and forth. Yes. Y'all make sure y'all are following Science Channel. We're gonna be there on Saturday nights. You know what time?
9 o'clock.
Okay. So y'all make sure y'all go over there, subscribe. 9 o'clock will be live. Um, and I guess if anything else comes out about the story, we'll update you guys. But my point of view from it and my conclusion or my summary is be who you are, love people, and if you do have family members that are of the community, support them, love them. If you don't agree, just keep it cordial. You don't have to be rude about it. Sonya, what's your final thoughts?
Uh, be who you are, and don't let nobody define you to make who they want you to be.
All right. And on that note, we are up out of here. Y'all make sure y'all are. Oh, Sonya, let the people know where they can follow you.
You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Just type in Sonya Mabia, and You'll see my picture on there.
All right. We out. Until next time, guys. Bye.